Hi and welcome to chapter 3 of my Hellblade 2 walkthrough. In this chapter we're going to be showing you all collectibles again. There's 6 lorestones and 5 facepaths in this chapter. In this first open area you'll be able to find 2 facepaths and 1 lorestone. So as soon as you follow these guys down the hill, there's going to be a couple to the left and 1 to the right. We'll start off by going to the right at the bottom.
We tried.
They failed.
No matter how far we get by day, as night falls, she hunts us down. And there are children here. People too weak to run. We're trapped.
So you can now see there's a path to the right, so follow the path round.
No, he isn't. They need you. They are dead if they don't fight back.
At the end of the path on the left hand side you'll be able to find your third face path if you've been following my guide so far. I think it's actually registered as the 4th face path in the game because the other one is in the same open area, but I get this one first.
In a land far away, they say the wind.
So once you've got that face path you want to backtrack down to the bottom of the hill where you first went right, and this time we'll be carrying straight on as if you were taking a left at the bottom of the hill. So this is whereabouts we started. Now down here there is a little gorge. I choose to go back round it. I think you probably can still get round the other way.
The land is broken.
Iltoiga made them.
She did this.
The giants they hunt at night.
The sun.
It's going down.
She's coming.
The light is fading.
Be careful.
So keep going down this area and here you'll find face path number 4.
Across the sea, they know that the earth.
Now as soon as you turn round from the face path you'll be able to find your first lorestone of the chapter.
He may not carry his burden so gently, and the world will feel his anger and pain.
Coming out of this area, so hug to the left, and then you'll find lorestone number 6 of the game. The collectibles generally come in bunches, and that's the end of the collectibles for this part. So now you can follow around and rejoin your 2 companions.
It lasted years. People were desperate. There was no respite even in spring, since terrible gales from the north would rise up and set in for weeks. This is a cold and unforgiving land, Sinnoa.
What a ruin. Where is everyone?
On the rocks. High. Safe. Orito, I can't reach them.
You should have joined us when we offered you the chance.
There is no honor in the path you've chosen.
Say that again, old man, and I'll gut you like a fish.
Thorgestur, have a look around you. Have a thought as to who your real enemy is.
What does he mean? Who is the real enemy?
The giants are the real enemy.
No honor. He said there was no honor in the enslaver's path.
Which path did he choose?
This place has secrets.
She needs to find out.
She can see the thread that binds the world, can feel its hidden pulse, and knows when that pulse quickens. She feels it now, the tremor on her skin, a being taking shape. Something is coming.
Rising from beneath the earth. He knows. He can sense it too. Can you feel it?
Can she?
She can feel it. She brings the rage.
Did you feel that?
She's coming back. It's coming.
Wait.
Ildoiga.
Ildoiga.
She destroyed and she will destroy again. He knows.
She's here.
You need to run.
Run! Run! She's here. Let's go. Get to the hills!
So now it's time for a bit of light jogging. You can use left B to run for this part, and it's going to be following the path as quickly as you can. If you played the first game, it's probably fairly similar to the fire escape. It doesn't really matter too much if you do get caught. You'll simply go back to the checkpoint. As you can see, I dilly-dally here. A little bit too long. Giant catches me, but it's not really a big deal.
She is reaching for something.
She wants him.
Quick, save him.
Quick!
She was brave.
She's stupid.
She can see into you. Is she a monster? Are you a monster, son? She's suffering in our eyes. She is like us. She is suffering like you. We can see her. She knows you. He is helping us.
You saved him, remember?
Yes, he's saving you now.
Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Hide! Run!
She will not spare you again. Go!
She's coming back!
There are some wills so strong they dream a new world, a hell of their own creation, and they will not sit lonely in that nightmare. If you wake the dreamer, does the nightmare die?
He is not a monster.
He was a monster. You're not safe yet. Where are we?
Make him explain.
What is happening?
Iltoiga.
Who is she?
So when the volcano erupted, it tore open the wall between this world and
Now this world
Jotunheim.
suffers too.
The giants came flooding from the east, killing and eating
More
whomever
of
they
them,
could lay their
terrifying
hands on.
giants.
Now some of us, we hide.
You have to fight, not
Make
hide.
defenses, struggle on. And some of us use others to stem the tides.
Others? What do you mean?
Shall I tell her, Thorgestur?
Tell me, tell me.
Shall I tell her what your father's been doing?
What else is there to do, Fagrimur? We found a way to keep our people
He
safe.
is part of it too. He
Your
believes.
people are dying.
There is no other way.
Tell us, tell us.
What are they doing?
The Gode of Borgarvirki is using slaves. Slaves from your lands. Sacrifices.
Sacrifice.
He's offering them to the giants so that his people will be left.
He takes innocent people.
Evil. This stops now.
Is a monster.
You can't stand alone against us. You have no chance.
He does not see, but he can see. His darkness is evil. We can show him.
He's a monster.
There is another way. There is always another way.
Toga has you marked now. If you try to leave the Red Hills, he will hunt and kill you.
No.
Then I will kill her first.
She can't be killed. It's impossible.
I have killed a god, Fagrimur. Nothing is impossible.
No, there is no
He
way.
is right. We cannot kill the giant.
The gods cannot be killed.
You can't. You deserve this.
Why did you come here, Senua? To stop the slavers,
You thought you were helping them.
and now you are stranded. Stay. You can't stop them. You can't kill the giant. You can't stop them.
I will. I will kill the giant.
You'll regain control of Senua in a dark forest. This part's fairly linear, so just keep moving forward.
Told you so. You have seen it. You failed again.
So your next objective is to find a torch.
I will find a way.
No. There is no way. I will always be here to remind you to know your place. To stop you getting ideas into your head.
So just head towards the light and then you'll be able to pick up the
A
torch.
light to banish the darkness.
Once you've got the torch, you'll now be able to use this to go through the previous blocked areas. That's sort of a fake glass effect, you'll be able to melt that away with your torch. At the bottom here, take a right. You can go left, but it is just a dead end. There's nothing down there, so keep heading right.
It is not so easy to banish me, child.
You can't beat me down anymore.
There will be sometimes a few choices here with the pathways. If you find yourself heading down a red path, try and turn back as quickly as you can, because that would be heading towards your father and restart the checkpoint. Eventually you'll come to an open area, as you probably guess, with that will follow a combat scene. I'm not sure you can kill these guys without focus, so make good use of your focus meter. I said in an earlier chapter that I usually try to save it, but to be honest, you don't really need to do that, as it's pretty generous at refilling. So as soon as you have your focus meter full, I'd advise engaging it with RT or LT, and then you should be able to easily dispatch the enemy.
You will never save them. You can't save yourself. The gods cannot be destroyed. The only path is to seek their favor. Listen to me, Senua. I speak for the gods. The only way to appease them is with sacrifice. Burning flesh and spilling blood.
So once you dispatched all of the enemies, you can now pick up your torch. There'll be quite a few different pathways to go down. As I said, remember, if you find yourself heading towards a red light, such as there, you can see the glow, that would be the wrong way to go. So simply search for the one without the red light and proceed down that pathway.
You will never be free, never safe, unless you heed my words.
You can't hurt me. I carry the light.
Light fades, Senua. Light can be killed. The darkness is all that persists. Your only constant. There is no way out.
Your torch will go out, and when you go to grab it, you'll be straight into another combat scene.
Always a way.
No. You will see. There will be a blow you can't recover from. An abyss you can't crawl out of. A nightmare you can't look from. And I will be waiting. You must do as I say, or you will find the gods. The gods must be placated, or everyone will suffer. Blood and fire will appease the gods. just have to submit to me. Let me mold you, shape you, give you strength. Be my daughter again.
Again, once you regain control, pick up the torch and head towards the safe path, which will again be the one without the red light.
You will submit to me, or you will die here.
I won't let you stop me.
It's time to give up, child. Leave this land.
No. What you did to me, I see it here. They are cowed like I was. Lost like I was. Believing what they're told.
At the bottom of the path you'll find that you can interact with this pyre here, and that will then head you into another cutscene that will end this section.
We must cleanse our sins with sacrifice. It is the way of the gods. Your mother sinned and was sacrificed, and the people prospered until you came back, bringing sin with you. The gods cannot be killed. All we can do is placate them. Slake their thirst with blood and fire.
I see through your darkness now. I see through your lies. And I will show them how to see as I do. I will not appease your gods. I will destroy them.
Lies, son.
Your father's lies.
Remember, he tried to hold you down in the darkness.
Darkness.
Told you there was no way out.
That the gods ruled you.
But you fought back.
You were strong.
Maybe you can fight back now.
She can fight back.
She can.
Maybe there is a way to pull through.
There is always a way to pull through the darkness.
Darkness.
To kill the giant.
She will find a way.
She is strong.
You are powerful.
She is stronger than this.
You can kill their gods.
She knows the truth. She sees it now. Tell him.
You are wrong, Fagrimer. The giants, they can be killed.
There is a way.
Well, I'm not sure I believe that. But I think if anyone can find a way, it's you.
He knows we are special.
Before, when I rescued you,
He
you
understands
said you were waiting for me.
He felt us coming.
But I'd never met you.
How can he see inside
Well, I
you?
knew someone would come. Somebody different.
You are different.
Somebody with the ability to look at the world and see what might be.
You are special.
Not what is.
She's not special.
And that is you.
She's just like the others.
No, she
I've
is
seen
special.
you listening to the voices that we cannot hear. To the Verdir and Gandir.
Voices.
How does he know about us?
You have the ability to see behind the veil. You are a Sedkona, a seer, whether you know it yet or not.
A seer.
What is this he speaks of?
Do you know, Senwa? Do you know this is you?
Iltoiga.
Where does she go when the sun is up?
She brings suffering to everyone.
A monster.
She hides down there,
Hiding.
under the
Waiting.
cover of the cliff. She's there most days, just staying close,
These people live in
waiting
fear.
for us to slip.
Constant fear.
They are waiting
But
to
you cannot
die.
approach her down there in the shadows. You don't stand a chance. And she won't come out until it's night.
You have to do something. This is why you have been called here, Senwa.
They shouldn't live in fear.
He knows. Listen to him.
Have you heard of the Hidden Folk?
Hidden folk.
The hidden folk.
Yeah.
Have you heard of them?
They're secret people, powerful, aloof. thought they were gods or something like, but now they hide themselves in the earth. Even the giants steer clear.
The giants fear them.
If the giants fear them, they must hold the key to their
They
fate.
hold the secret.
Will they help us?
Well, they have no love for man. And whatever ties we have are weaved from heartbreak and despair. Although I did consume their bitter
He
bread.
has found them.
Just once.
So it is
And
not
they did
impossible.
grant me what I sought.
If he can find them, you can find them.
They will. They will test you.
We have been tested
They might
before.
even try to kill you. But if you win their favor,
We might die.
they might give you what you seek.
Where can I find them?
They will give us what we seek.
There's a rock, close to here, where they are said to live. Its entrance is hidden. You might find it.
She will find it.
They want you to, you will.
I will find it.
We might die down there.
No,
We could die trying to find them.
they will give us what we seek,
They are dangerous.
but they will help us. We will make them.
So once you regain control of Senua, it's time to find some more collectibles.
No thanks.
You can probably just see that lore stone to the left at the moment. You can't get to it that way. You need to go all the way round. So follow the path to the right, go all the way round, and you'll then be able to collect your next lore stone.
Be careful.
No more sacrifices.
Be careful, Senua.
This stops now.
With him? Is that Torgestro Borgavir? What does he do?
In the time of famine, at the place known as Rifsker, Thorgrim found a huge finback whale, beached and dead. His neighbour, Thorfinn, had already found it and was in the process of flensing it. But Thorgrim claimed it as his own. Thorfinn said he would not give it up without a fight. If that's what you want, Thorgrim said, let it be so. And he launched a blow at Thorfinn, cutting off his head in one strike.
So once you've listened to the lore stone, you don't have to listen to them, but I usually like to. You can continue to the left and drop down this section here. You'll then be able to keep moving forward, and there should be a ladder that you can drop down. If you are finding this guide useful, please remember to drop a like, and subscribe is always appreciated. This will then lead you to a pathway. The face path is at the end of this pathway, so
All the lost
carry on
ones.
down.
Only she can save them. All the people here dying in this nightmare. Only she can set them free. And she's running out of time. Every day that dies, every sun that sets, another loses their life. Light fading from their eyes.
As per usual, focusing on the lore stone with RT, and that will get you face path number 5.
In the lands of your birth,
So in this chapter we have rather different puzzles to the previous ones to open doorways or gates. We now have these rock and pedestals.
Something here needs to be done.
So this one's pretty much like a training one, you need to find the orb, which is just to the left here. That will take you into this realm where you can manipulate what's up and down
Upside down.
by focusing on different orbs. So start off by just dropping the orb in there. You'll then be able to see these sort of glowing orbs. If you focus in on them, you'll see that it will change from what's on the ceiling. That will drop down and that will open up a new pathway. Follow that pathway and that will lead to another orb.
Dead bodies. Bodies.
Will she fail this test?
She will not fail.
They are listening,
watching.
And then you can go and drop that in the pedestal. So they're not too tough. There's a little bit of variety there. They do get a little bit harder later on, but you should be able to get through them fairly easily.
Tests, Senua. But there will be more.
There's always more.
Well done, Senua.
She is strong enough.
You will not die like the others before.
You will survive this.
So after that first tutorial puzzle,
See what she really is.
it'll be time for another collectible. Just follow this down, keep an eye out to the right hand side,
He knows about us.
and you will find another facepath. This will be number 6 if you've been following my guide so far.
Here, they know that if times are harsh,
Also in the same area you'll be able to find the next lorestone, which you can just see over there. We can't get up that ledge though, so again take the long way round. Through this little gap in the rocks and just over to the right, and you'll then be able to find your next lorestone. That will be number 8 in all.
The Skalds say that the neighbours fought, armed only with the knives and axes they had brought to cut up the whale, even picking out the whale ribs to beat down their enemies. Thorgrim's men had loaded their boats with whale meat, but as they went to leave, one of their opponents struck Thorgrim's brother a fatal blow. And this is how hunger fates desperate men to come to blows, striking out against one another to survive.
You can drop down this ledge just to return to the main pathway, and then you can continue on your not so merry way.
They are hiding from her.
They want more from us.
The next test.
Dropping down this ledge will bring you to another orb puzzle. To get started, move up this small hill and interact with the pedestal.
She has found it.
See what is hidden.
How far will you go to find us?
We will find you.
They doubt us.
We don't.
Find the altar.
So with your orb in hand, move forward and drop it into the altar. Interacting with the orb behind you will drop down this bridge, and you'll now be able to move up and get across the pathway.
She knew.
She knew you.
You can see beyond the veil.
Interact with this orb at the end of the pathway. That will drop down
Don't doubt
the pedestal.
Senua.
You'll now be able to go back and interact with the first orb that you did again, and that will then give you a pathway through to this orb.
Another offering.
Bring it back to them.
Let them see.
You are not like the others.
She can see what is hidden.
She understands.
There's one more orb to get in this section. If you climb up this ledge here, you'll then be able to come round now and interact with this orb.
Now they are dead.
That will drop this section down. You can then collect the orb from this pedestal, interact with that orb again, and then you'll be able to go forward and drop that into the altar, and that will complete this section.
She's on the right path.
It might be true.
What Fagrima said.
She is the light he knew he would find
She needs to prove it.
before they let him in.
Prove to them.
Prove it to you.
Can you show them, Senua?
Show us, Senua.
So shortly coming up to another collectible, move through this section here.
Show us, Senua.
There'll be a few ledges to drop down. You can then follow this path down, and just on the right hand side you'll see another ledge. So climbing up these two ledges and you will get another face path, which will be number 7.
In the lands of your birth, and in these lands too, they know that people can be taken by the secret fair ones. If you are not careful and do not keep to the pathways, you may find yourself among them.
So once you return to the main path, follow down, but keep your eyes out
Don't
to
lose
the
thread,
left,
the hidden thread.
and you should see a pathway through a gap in the rocks. You do need to be a little bit careful in this section, because if you go straight on, that will go past a point of no return and you will miss a couple of these collectibles. But if you go through the rocks here, climb up the ledge, and you will then get another lorestone. number 9
Traveling
in
with some
all.
others ran into rough weather and docked their boat on an island. They had not brought fire with them, and the merchants complained bitterly. Seeing a great fire blazing on the other side of the strait, Grettir said he would swim over to fetch it.
You can return to the main path the way that you came. Again, just be careful not to go straight on at this point. There is actually a little cave entrance to the right.
We can follow them.
You have to follow them now.
And then you'll be faced with another lorestone, which will be number 10.
When Grettir came to the farm where the fire was burning, all was peaceful. By the time he reached them, his cloak was frozen stiff, and he looked like nothing.
It's now okay to proceed towards the final part of the chapter, which will be another puzzle, but it will also have the final collectible of the chapter, which will be another lorestone.
The lake.
Like a mirror.
You can see the reflection.
So once you come to this beautiful sunlit area, you can drop down another ledge, continue on the path ahead, and you'll come to another pedestal stroke altar. So just over to the left you'll find a ledge that you can go up. So climbing that ledge you'll then be able to move forward, and you'll find the next orb that will put you into the final part of this chapter. So this puzzle is a little bit tougher than the previous ones. It's still fairly simple, but you will also have a collectible, the final lorestone here, and you will have a short combat scene as well. So as per usual, move into the section to place the orb.
You knew it would get harder.
I'm scared. I don't like it down here.
For the first part, interact with this orb here to drop down this section. You'll then be able to move up and collect the orb from the pedestal and bring it back to the altar.
Give it back to them. It's theirs.
So as I said, there is a bit of combat in this part. So if you climb this ledge here, and as soon as you interact with the orb that you need to, you'll then go straight into the combat scene.
Dangerous. Are you sure you want to go on?
Can you do this?
She's not ready.
Are you strong enough?
So you need to interact with the orbs in a way to give you a pathway for your next collectible. So once you've done that, you can then move forward along this pathway here and then go back on yourself along this ledge. So the lorestone will be upside down, but it's the only way you can actually get to it, but you'll still be able to interact with it. That will be the final lorestone of this chapter and the final collectible.
Back across the strait, keeping the fire safe from the water.
Once you've done that, all that you need to do is then follow the path back down across the ledge, interact with the orb, and that will then drop down
And when the news
the final orb that you need to complete the puzzle. You'll then come back across this same ledge for the collectible, but now the orb will be there and you'll be able to then collect it. Upon completing that section and returning to the altar, you'll get this scene which will drain the water and that will actually reveal the path for the hidden ones, which will be the next chapter. So as soon as the water starts draining, you can follow it down and you'll be heading into a cave.
She has been chosen. Fargrimr saw it. The part of her she keeps hidden, pushed out, covered with silence. Fargrimr saw that too, no matter how much she tries to hide it from the world. But now that part of her that scared her for so long.
There is a torch at the end that you need to pick up, and that should complete the chapter. And you'll know it's complete when you'll get the achievement for completing the chapter, which is called The Hidden World.
What will they ask of her?
Hopefully you find that useful, and I'll see you in chapter 4.